Everyone, my name is Augustine Trey, and for my semester-long program, I chose to make a youth fitness program called All for One Health. Now, this idea came about through a TikTok video, oddly enough. It was a user basically talking about the old PE programs we had in middle school, where we do like the pacer test, the sit-up test, the push-up test, the mile run, and got me thinking, whatever happened to those programs? It also led me to a rabbit hole, down a rabbit hole of how active are kids these days physically. Because when I go outside, I don't really see kids outside anymore like that, playing around, doing whatever, like how I used to do. So I kind of wanted to see, do my eye test match the numbers? And that's where this program came about. So problem statement's pretty simple. With childhood obesity at an all-time high, All for One Health is an advocacy initiative that looks to promote and encourage physical fitness within the youth and help them build healthy habits that will lead to a healthier lifestyle into adulthood. So research summary. So when I looked to see if my eye test matched the numbers, I was pretty surprised that for the most part it did. So the biggest one is childhood obesity rates have more than tripled since the 1970s. And of that, only 15% of youth aged 12 to 17 meet physical activity guidelines. So 21% of Hispanic youth were considered obese or overweight, with a slight increase by 3% amongst Black American youth at 24% who were considered obese or overweight. One in three youth aged 10 to 17 experience obesity or being overweight at some point in their lives. Only 42% of youth age 11 meet physical health activity guidelines. Now, this is pretty astonishing because 6 to 11 is usually when kids tend to be the most active physically. They usually outside a lot, running around. They tend to have the most energy at those ages. So that was only 40% of those youth meet those physical activity guidelines. All right, so even further was 21% of U.S. youth aged 6 to 17 meet the guideline for at least 1 hour of physical activity a day. Now, this also includes youth that play sports, so that's even more astonishing that only 21% of youth in that age group meet 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day should be pretty easy. And the biggest one that really made me want to do this program is experts estimate that about 57% of children ages 2 to 19 will be obese as adults in 2050. So that's kind of where the program hopes to buck that trend and bring those numbers down. We think that if you start early on and stress the importance of physical fitness and a healthy lifestyle to kids as young as possible, they'll adopt those habits and it'll lead to a healthier adulthood. And that's what we're looking to do. So of my research, I came up with three research questions that helped guide me through this project and help form the ideas of this program. So one was, how much physical activity does a child need each day? Two was, how prevalent is obesity in adolescent aged 11 to 17? And three, how has youth physical activity changed throughout the generations? Or has youth physical activity declined throughout the generations? I think my research answered those questions pretty well. So the key message here. So we're looking to build a healthier generation, one kid at a time. That's pretty much our slogan. And we hope to implement our physical activity program into as many US schools as possible. Now, the program is meant to serve as a replacement for the current public school physical education curriculum. So we just want to remove the current one they have and then put this one in. That'll be a lot better. So what we want the public to learn about the importance of youth physical fitness and get schools to sign up for our program. Why? Because youth obesity rates are on the rise and physical health impacts all areas of life. And the sooner we can get kids to understand that, the better. And the more likely they are to lead healthier lifestyles as they age. So obviously creating healthy habits in your children now will help them in adulthood. And we firmly believe that. So how do we want this to happen? How do we want this to go about? So we want the public to visit our website and social media profile. The biggest thing is like trying to spread the brand awareness and get people aware of this rising problem, right? So that's the first step. And then we also want to connect schools, teachers, parents to the program to encourage youth physical fitness and get them to sign up for the program, obviously. Call to actions. Help us create a healthier generation one kid at a time, and visit our website to learn more. So we're really pushing the website. We'll have a blog on there. They can get connected with us, ask questions, general information, cool facts, and stuff like that regarding everything youth physical fitness, as well as just other health things as well. Our target public, I divided it into two segments, all relating to children. So the parents of guardian of young children and school teachers and administrators. They all, both these segments share similar traits within the ages 20 and 40. Um, they care deeply about the overall well-being of children and might also have a disdain for how technology obsessed this new generation seems to be. So parents, you would probably think that our target audience would be the children. But to me, the parents and guardians and the school teachers and administrators have the most influence on children, and they can't implement this program by themselves, and they wouldn't have the knowledge how they're not aware of health benefits and stuff like that regarding physical health. But parents and teachers, they are. So they're the most influential people in a child's life, statistically and all that. So that's who we're gonna hit first. So it's kind of like a domino effect. If the parents and teachers take it seriously, they can pass that knowledge down to their kids, and then so on and so forth. The GOST. So our campaign objectives are pretty simple. We have two specific ones. Increase the number of schools that implement the program year by year. That spread brand awareness that can be measured through analytics. So now how do we go about doing that? Okay. So strategy one is educational campaign. Now this is more so for the growing or getting more schools to implement the program, getting people aware and all that. The first tactic is a scare campaign. So I know how that sounds, but to me, I think people react the most or get called into action the most when they feel a negative emotion. So like they're scared of something, they're angry about something. You see politicians do this all the time to rile up their base to get them out to vote and stuff. Is the same thing. So we're gonna use we're gonna use facts and data about the link between lack of physical fitness and childhood obesity. How this generation's youth physical fitness differs from previous generations. Show how it's declining. So if you can throw these scary numbers into the face of parents and teachers, they'll be worried enough, scared enough to go and act on it and go look at our program and get really involved in youth physical fitness and the importance of it. So that's the big thing. Also, share testimonials from other schools or parents that have implemented the program. Now, this is big. You need social proof. People want to know your program works, your product works. They want to hear other people who have already bought it or experienced it, and they want to know their experience with it. So they can be encouraged to do it by or implement the program as well. So word of mouth is definitely important. Testimonial is definitely important. We'll also put a section on the website where they can read those testimonials and things of that nature. We can also do like highlighting schools that exemplify the program to the best of their abilities. Students who do it too as well, kind of do something like that. Also, offer step-by-step instructions on how to implement the program. Make it really simple and easy. Obviously, this is like a big one. So if you're gonna ask a school to completely overhaul curriculum that they already have, you're gonna have to make it easy for them, make it worthwhile. So make it simple and easy. The onboarding process as easy as possible. Maybe even send somebody from the program to help with that. Also, the biggest thing is keep the program fresh. Add new challenges and constantly improve the program. Adapt to the needs of each child. I think this is probably the biggest thing. I think for the other programs that try to do something like this, like how I mentioned, the TikToker was talking about the old physical education programs that we used to have in middle school. It was all kind of it was all the same every year. It's just a pacer test, a push-up test, and the mile run. So we want to kind of buck that trend. We want to do something new, something fresh, keep different exercises, keep updating the program to each generation because that gets boring, gets stale. We don't want to do that. We want to keep And we want to keep as many kids engaged in the program as possible. And we want them to have fun and we want them to pass it down as well. So strategy two is a social media campaign. This is more building the brand, part of the objectives, and getting our name out there. So obviously, we're gonna have a website, a blog, email chain, and social media channels that the audience can follow and get information from. Content that stresses the importance of youth physical fitness throughout those channels, and basic information about us, who we are, our program, and then just youth physical fitness in general, what they can do. The biggest thing is like giving the power back to the consumer. So we don't want to present this big scary problem and then make them feel like they can't do anything about it or like they're victims to it. We want to give them the power to change it and tell them, let them know you guys can change this. Okay, this doesn't have to be you or your child. Like you can get ahead of this early. So another thing we're gonna do is partner with other brands in the health space that can help promote the program. So we can do like little snack brands. This will connect to youth health in general, I think. So not only physical fitness, but the importance of dieting, the importance of sleep, putting the right foods in your body, those are all connected to physical fitness and your overall health. And we can get that instilled into children at an early age. This will do wonders for them down the road and into adulthood. We can kind of try and reverse that 57% estimation of kids who are going to be obese by the time they're adults. Like we can change that. Also, make visuals and content related to the kids that will keep them engaged, depending on their age. You want to you don't want a one size fits all program. You kind of want to adapt and adjust. So we can do something like if you want to be big and strong, like your favorite superheroes or something like that. Make it related back to something that they like and that they'll be interested in. So campaign schedule. Now, this is kind of like a rough estimate. I don't have exact dates or everything like that, but the first one would be establish the goals. What do we want to accomplish as a program for this program? Actually, determine the target audience. Obviously, develop the creative concept and key messaging. What do you want people to take away from this? What's the most important message here? Figure out our marketing channels. That's obvious. I think we do social media. Budget projections. That's a big one as well. Then a creative brief. Websites, that blog campaign, email campaign, social media campaign. We got to do all that, get that all out of the way. And then testing. Testing is super important. We want to see how our target audience reacts to the social media campaign, the email campaign, the blogs, and the website. See the numbers on those, like analyze the results, and then go back and see what we can fix, what we can change, what worked here, what didn't, how we can make this better. And then customer testimonials, see what the customers have to say about the program. How do they like? How do the schools like? How do the kids like it? The parents, and then refine and repeat. Go back to the campaigns, keep testing, keep analyzing the results. Keep doing the customer testimonial, rinse and repeat until you get a refined product. Keep refining it. So our budget now, this is going to be a bit of an interesting one because I don't have an exact number. So our goal is to completely replace the current school's PE programs with our own seamlessly. So whatever money is typically allocated to the program would go to this one instead. No extra cost outside of like maybe an annual membership fee of $1,500. We gotta get our money too. So whatever the school's typical budget is for the PE department, that's what you'll use for this program. We're trying to seamlessly replace the old program. So not add a bunch of unnecessary costs and fees and stuff like that. And for a lot of this stuff, the PE programs that we're talking about already have the equipment you need, like sports balls, everything. So we're just trying to replace the current PE program. We also partnered with other companies in the health space, like I mentioned, that could provide additional resources, additional equipment, and stuff like that. So we're also a nonprofit organization and health initiative. So we're gonna make our money through donations, fundraisers, memberships, etc. of our own accord. We'll worry about that, how we make money. You guys, the schools just have to worry about the program, making sure it runs smoothly, and that's it. And then $1,500 membership fee. So the evaluation plan. So what will make this campaign successful? So the easiest one is the amount of schools we get to adopt the program, as well as the social media insights and engagements, and new contacts received, people who contact us about the program. So the social media engagements, the likes, the comments, the retweets, the reposts, the reshares, all that. Uh, the Google Analytics, how many people scroll through our page, what are they clicking on, why are they clicking on it, stuff like that. The software we can run to figure that stuff out. Wanna wanna spread brand awareness and get ourselves visible to our target audience. So social media insights, measuring our website engagement by using Google Analytics, like I said, let us know how successful we were in meeting that goal. And that is it, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. Yeah, thank you so much.